Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing really well. There is a lollipop on my sofa. This says I love unicorns. My sisters bought that for me when they went camping. Anyway, I hope you're doing really well. I did a bit of a big order from Boots the other day and it's arrived, and so I thought that I would unbox it on camera. We have a nice big box. I know that it was just that time, you know, when like everything runs out. I'd run out of hyaluronic mist for my face, I'd run out of hyaluronic acid serum, I'd run out of night cream, I'd run out of setting spray with my makeup, basically kind of run out of everything. And I was on Boots, decided to do an order, and then I kind of added a couple of extra things too, but I think I spent over £100. I hope there might be a receipt or something in here so I can remember how much I actually spent. But yeah, I didn't go crazy. I didn't go crazy and buy too much stuff. You know, something I do want to buy, Kylie Cosmetics. Kylie Cosmetics is now available through ASOS, and oh, I really want to buy some stuff. But anyway, this, see, it doesn't look too bad. This is what I ordered, so let's get started. I'm not going to tell you the prices of things, but there were definitely like some offers. One really good thing about shopping at Boots is the Advantage card, and I just seem to be collecting points through Boots way more than I do through Superdrug. And I don't know, I mean, I use Boots more, but I just feel like the points add up much quicker. I don't really know if that is actually true or not, but that's what it feels like. And also you can, like, when you shop online, you can add loads of offers onto your card. So I definitely clicked on some that were like, when you spend £20, here's a bonus 200 points or something like that. And so you just click load to Advantage card and then use them as you're doing your shop. There was an offer on like Revolution. Some stuff was in the sale, but also there was a deal like once you spent so much money you got something for free. So I did that so I could get the free item. But let's just go through it all. Okay, starting off really basic. If you know me at all, you know that I use this pretty much all the time. The Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm. It's probably one of my favourites just really because of the price. It's like £10. My actual favourite would probably be the Clinique Take the Day Off balm, but that's like £30, whereas this is 10. So obviously I'm going to go for this more often than I go for the Clinique one. But yeah, the Oat Cleansing Balm, I really like it. In the winter, no, in the summer it like melts a little bit more, so sometimes like the first bit that comes out is liquid, so I always make sure before I squeeze any out I kind of squeeze the tube a bit and like try and mix it up before I then pour the stuff out onto my hand. But just a classic. It's a really nice cleanser, so I'm glad I've got that. It doesn't need to come in the box really, it could just come like this, couldn't it? But I ran out of cleanser last night, so I'm glad I got that. I bought two, oh no I didn't, I bought one thing from Cetaphil that I had been using. I've just used up a tube and I loved it so much that I've decided to repurchase it. It's the Rich Night Cream. Now it says it's for dry to very dry sensitive skin. It's just a really nourishing night cream, and I don't have very dry skin. I have like combination / oily skin, but this just feels so nice at night time. It doesn't feel too heavy at all. It just feels like a nice nourishing cream. I obviously wouldn't use something really thick in the morning because I'll just be oily and greasy all day, but I really liked this, so I repurchased it, and it's fairly cheap I think for a night cream. I got a really cheap day cream, Nivea Mattifying Day Cream 24-hour moisture for combination oily skin. I was in the search bar looking up like oil-free moisturisers and not many came up. So at first I was actually doing my order on Sephora UK, and there weren't many oil-free moisturisers like at all, and then Boots had more, and none of them were really jumping out to me. But I knew I wanted something for during the day that wasn't going to be really kind of greasy and oily and, you know, and stuff. So I've just gone for this Nivea day cream. Never tried it before. We'll see what it's like, but it's oil free and that's the main thing. From Revolution, I bought my favourite powder, and I'm going back to what I used to do. So I always used to buy, this is the Revolution baking powder. It's like a loose powder, I love it. I always used to buy translucent and lace and mix them together, and then that kind of was a good shade for my face. And then when I kind of started thinking more about money, I was like, although I could buy two at the same time and they'd last me twice as long, I was just buying one, and I was just buying translucent. Even though it's translucent, it still was very pale on your actual face. And so I was looking at my face kind of recently. I think especially where it's been summer, maybe my skin is a tiny bit more tanned than it normally is. But where the powder is, it just looked so pale. And then there's me with like my little bronzer. So I've decided to go back to mixing it with lace. It just adds, like, there's really not that much colour difference, but it just adds a little kind of extra depth, an extra bit of saturation in there. So hopefully my face shouldn't look too pale. But I love them. They're probably about like £5 or £6 each. I also bought the Revolution Skin Vitamin C Serum. I don't think I've used this before. I've used the Hyaluronic Acid Serum, but not the Vitamin C. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. My favourite is the Nip and Fab Vitamin C Serum because it's like a gel texture, and that is my favourite to use like in the mornings because I can get quite oily. Interesting, I thought this would have a little pipette, but actually it's a squeezy one. But okay, we'll try that. And I also bought the Revolution Hyaluronic Essence Spray. I like to mist it on morning and evening. I also bought the Revolution 2% Hyaluronic Acid Serum for my evenings. Honestly, Caroline Hirons has, even though she probably wouldn't like love the Revolution range, right? She's really sorted me out like with my skincare, like knowing when I should be using certain products. Did I get anything else from Revolution? I think to make it just go over the amount I had to spend, I bought a nail varnish in Dusk Pink for my toes. I obviously don't paint my fingernails because they're very short, but I like to paint my toes. I normally have them like a navy blue, but I thought that could be a nice little colour, so I'm going to try that at the weekend. And then I got my free gift, which is a Revolution eyeshadow palette. It's called Forever Dynamic Serenity. Or it's not actually called Serenity, it's called Serenity. But yeah, it looks like almost like a bronzy, smoky kind of eyeshadow palette. You can see the colours up there. I'm not going to open it. I'm not actually going to keep this. I'm going to save this for my December giveaway. So yeah, I missed something, so I'm just slotting this clip in extra. But I also ordered the XX Revolution Cloud Burst Priming Serum. It looks really cool. It looked like maybe a kind of lightweight and dewy kind of primer that I could use on my cheeks. I like to use really mattifying ones along my T-zone, and then something a little bit more glowy on my cheeks where like my blush and my highlighter would go. Let's open it up anyway. Look at this. It just looks so cool. That is everything from Revolution. I treated myself to one of my favourite mattifying primers. This is the Milani No Pore Zone mattifying primer. The old one was actually my favourite, and then I tried this one and I really like this. I don't know if it's the same product, just kind of rebranded, repackaged with a new name. I don't know, but I really like it. It's got that almost like silicone-y feel, but it's mattifying. I've been using a primer recently, a Revolution one, I can't remember what it's called. I'll write it here if I can remember. And I'm not really enjoying it very much because it's silicone-y but like slippy feeling, and it just doesn't feel right. And I think where I am naturally quite oily anyway, it just doesn't feel good. I don't want that. I don't want like slippy primers, you know? So I love, this is my sign of that. I hope that got the message across. But yeah, so I got that primer, and I also bought myself the NYX matte finish makeup setting spray. I always use setting spray, and I find that it honestly really does help with making my makeup last throughout the day. Doesn't help keep me matte all day. Like, I definitely still get like a shiny nose and a shiny T-zone, but it's still, even though I'm shiny, like my makeup's still there, if that makes sense. And I really like this one. There's an e.l.f. one that I like. There's probably another one that I can't think of right now, but I'd say the NYX one is probably actually my favourite. And then I kind of just treated myself to some tanning stuff, because I'm so pale. I'm so pale. I don't mind being pale, but last year or the year before, I was trying out this hyaluronic serum that was a tanning serum from, is that what they called, Tan Luxe or Tan Glow? Can't remember. I'll write it here. And I'd received it in the Space NK advent calendar, I believe, and I really liked it. It was like a see-through serum. You rub it onto your legs, wash your hands, and over a few hours it kind of develops a bit, but it's not like proper fake tan where you rub like the mousse in your body, have to wait for it to dry, let it develop for like 10 hours and then have to rinse it off. I will never like suit stuff like that, especially because I only have a bath. I don't actually have a shower, so tan like that wouldn't rinse off properly, and then it'll just stain my bath and blah 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 blah. But I really liked the lightness of the serum that I used last year, and I would just use it on my legs, just so like when I was wearing a skirt and stuff, my legs didn't look like luminous white, you know. So I decided to try some Isle of Paradise stuff. Now, interestingly, this label like looks really dirty, and I hope it hasn't leaked. Doesn't feel like it has. But I bought the body self-tanning drops in medium and the face self-tanning drops in light. Just to see. The face ones, I don't really know. I kind of bought them just like spur of the moment. I was like, why not? I don't really know how much I'm going to use them, but you can mix them in with your moisturiser. And so I might try them and see what they're like. But the body ones, you mix this with body moisturiser and basically creates like a little self-tanner. Add 1 to 2 drops, blah 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 blah. Mix well, apply to each body part. More drops equals a deeper tan. I don't really want like a really deep tan. Wash hands. Carry out a patch test. But yeah, basically it seems similar to the hyaluronic serum I was using before, that maybe it'll just give me like a little bit of a glow, you know. And I like that it's mixed in with moisturiser, so it can be really subtle too. So we'll give this a go over the summer. But that is everything that I bought from Boots. I'm kind of trying to save my money. August can be so expensive sometimes. Like, I went to go see Hamilton at the end of July, so I used a lot of money towards that. I've been like to the cinema and out for meals and stuff a couple of times. Done this order from Boots, and I'm really wanting to do an autumnal haul from like Asda or from Next, because both those shops have got some really good stuff in. I really want to go to HomeSense and see what their Halloween and autumn range is looking like. And I'm really tempted to buy some Kylie Cosmetics stuff from ASOS. But, you know, I'm also trying to save money. So, we'll see. I am just, yeah, tempted by so much at the moment. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am rushing off now. I'm going to go and watch In the Heights with my little sister, who turns 13 on Saturday. So I think you'll see this on Sunday. So she's just turned 13, but she really wants to see In the Heights. And I've got it on DVD, so I'm going to go and watch it with her. I hope you're doing really well. If you've tried anything that I've bought, let me know what you thought of them. And also, if you've tried any Kylie Cosmetics stuff, let me know what was good. Because then maybe I'll put it on my Christmas list, or maybe I'll just buy a couple of bits. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.